On today's episode, Cody's giving us her first reactions to Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. Disney releases the teaser trailer for the live-action remake of Aladdin, and First Man may or may not be able to hold up to Venom. Let's get started.
This is Off the Break Podcast, presented by Silver Screen Insider.
Welcome, everyone, to Off the Break Podcast. I'm Cody. With me today is a solo man, Eric himself.
Just me.
Just Eric. Kyle's out taking a trip, so he'll be back next week with us. But today, since he's gone, we're going to have a short podcast. I went and saw Goosebumps last night on the Thursday early show.
It's like the second Jack Black featured family film that you've seen.
I have, yeah.
Alone.
That's got a Halloween theme, like
Yeah.
a kid's scary vibe, I guess. I don't know. But I had never seen the original Goosebumps. This is a sequel, Goosebumps Haunted Halloween. And I didn't see the original one, but I don't think you need to see the original one.
I highly doubt it.
However, it was kind of fun because without having seen the original one, I didn't really understand Jack Black's character, but it's very apparent on who he is when
I think he
comes
plays R.L. Stein, doesn't
does.
he? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the author of,
I'm
of the books.
He's R.L. Stein. I wonder if that would have ruined the first one for me a little bit now knowing that that's the case. If it would have been a big reveal.
Yeah, I've never seen the first one either, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why you have to always go see the first ones first or it ruins it. No. But it was really cute, and it actually made me feel like I need to up my outdoor Halloween decoration game. Like a few jack-o'-lanterns is not going to cut it. Like
Yeah, I'm really bad about decorating.
Yeah,
I always feel guilty about it.
I know. I love decorating. I have totes and totes and totes of decorations, but they're all indoor ones. I don't decorate
Yeah.
outside.
Doesn't matter how nice the inside looks. If people drive by, th're just going to see a boring old house.
They are.
Like, oh, how unseasonal.
With a couple little pumpkins out front. So I'm motivated. I'm like, maybe I should throw some skeletons out there or something. So I think I'm going to try.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going to compare it to House
Yeah.
of the Clock and Its Walls. I don't know why, but they both have Jack Black.
They do.
Are they all similar, kind of tonally, or?
No, this House with the Clock on the Walls takes place like more period in the
Sure. Yeah, I
in the
guess that's true.
30s, and it's got some of that aesthetic to it, and but they're both like nerd kids, only the
Kind of outsiders.
yeah, but the nerd kid, the younger brother, and in Goosebumps where it's just a nerd kid orphan. And
I think that's the kid from It, right?
I don't know. I've never seen
Oh
it.
yeah.
I
It's
don't
too
watch
scary
horror.
for you.
It is too scary for me. I do not want to watch
Goosebumps is
horror.
as scary as you can go.
Yes, Goosebumps was enough. I have to say that I actually jumped at one point because I think I'm so like either high strung or just so sensitive to sound that I startle easily.
Nice.
And then I felt so ridiculous. But I did have one of the best movie going experiences.
Oh, really?
So I do the loyalty program at my theater,
Mhm.
right? Because I go a lot every week. And this time I got a free ticket. So I'm
Ooh,
like,
that's always good. Yep.
sweet. So I got a free ticket, didn't charge me anything. And I go and I'm the only one in there. So I got a movie experience like it was at home. Like I'm just the only one there. I didn't even pay for it. They still had to run it because I was sitting in there.
With free reign to choose out of the whole theater, where's your go-to spot?
Oh,
Are you a very back person? Are you
no.
up front person, or
Well,
kinda in the middle?
it depends on how the layout is in the theater, but I like to be proportionate in the middle of the speaker setup so you get the best surround sound.
Yep, that's the trick.
And then the middle of the
I figured you would probably know that. It's just I
Right.
used to be, for some reason, I used to love sitting like way up front.
yeah.
Just like I don't want to have anything but in my peripheral vision except for the screen. But
When I was a kid, I had to be all the way in the back. But that's before when I was younger, we didn't have the stadium seating, so you had to go to the back row so you could sit, like, not put the seat all the way down, but sit on the upturned seat. So you could, because I'm short too, so you could see above everybody.
Yeah.
That was always my go-to. But now that I'm an adult and we have stadium seating, it is right in the
Finally
middle
caught
of the speaker layout, whatever it is, and then right in the middle of the aisle or the row. Obviously, I want to be center in the screen.
Nice. Well, I'm glad it was a pretty enjoyable experience.
Yep, it was good. I think I didn't have much hopes for it to begin with, but then
it
really turned it around. It's overall really cute. It's kind of like an adventure. The like ventriloquist dummy has got the scariest weird voice. Like,
I know what the dummy
off-putting.
looks like, and that thing was like traumatizing when I was young. I mean, even still now, he looks terrifying. But I don't want to imagine a voice going with it.
He doesn't do anything too terribly bad, but the voice and that thing moving is actually just creepy. Ugh. But it's good. It's good. That's what the movie needed.
How do you see it doing in terms of its target audience range?
Well, not knowing, not ever seeing the first one, I don't know how to like compare it to that one. But
yeah, like I don't know if the first one was. I mean, I guess it was big enough to get a sequel, but
yeah,
I don't really know if it's like people are going to be flocking to the theater to see this.
No, I don't think flocking, but I think because of given the rating is really good. And it's Halloween themed.
I think that's the biggest thing going for it.
Yeah, it'll probably do well for 2 weeks. Like 3 or 4 in the top. Just kind of stay there for a little while and then drop off after Halloween.
I think around Halloween time, it's obviously, I mean, it's incredibly popular to watch Halloween themed movies. But I feel like with the theater, it's kind of split into 2 groups. There's the people who want to just go see like a horror, like a movie like The Nun or something like that with their group of older friends, and then the younger audiences or the families want to see a Halloween themed thing, but a movie like that's gonna be a little too intense for kids. So I feel like this is kind of the only live action kind of family aimed Halloween movie. So I think it'll do good.
It should do well. Yeah, I like the rating, and it was overall enjoyable. And Jack Black is in it more than just a scene. I was kind of told early on that he was only in it briefly.
Yeah, that's what I was led to believe too.
But he's in it near the end in multiple scenes, just kind of quick, brief shots of him racing to come help and stuff. And then they set it up so that you can have a sequel if this one does really well.
Yeah,
they continue the story and set it up with a kind of really twisted interest at the end. So
nice. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed for it.
The dummy gets his revenge. That's all I'll say.
Well, moving on. About that Aladdin teaser.
Oh my gosh!
I think it debuted during a football game.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Disney tends to do that.
It wasn't on the trailers for.
No, I didn't see
Goosebumps
it. I didn't hear about it being there. It was like late last night, and I was on YouTube, and I just saw the thumbnail. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was surprised that they dropped a trailer so quickly after the teaser poster. I thought we would live with that teaser poster a little bit.
Yeah, it was like, here's the poster, and then less than a day later, it's like, boom, trailer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean,
that trailer was.
I feel like
pathetic.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I was trying to put it nicer than that, but. So essentially, the trailer is like, I don't know, like a minute and a half long, but like almost a third, if not more of that, is just slow creeping camera over sand dunes. And it's like, okay, this is a lot of sand. It just keeps going and going and going. And then there's like 10 seconds of just a black screen.
That black screen went a beat or two too long.
It felt so long.
It's one thing to be like sand. Okay, go to black.
Yeah, a lot of trailers, intersperse just shots of blackness to build anticipation for the next shot. But first of all, like you said, it feels like it lasts way too long, and then the next shot after that isn't really anything exciting. It's just like an early stage CGI Yago flying.
Over more sand.
You're
like, I just saw all the sand. But you do see the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah.
The opening, part where Aladdin's walking through, and you can see Jafar, like a small outline of like a shadowy figure.
I feel like Cave of Wonders is kind of pales in comparison to the original animated Cave of Wonders.
Yeah,
it looked kind of small. Yeah, it looked small and underwhelming. It's like, especially since the whole trailer is the camera building up to this reveal, and it's like, oh, it just looks like a doorway.
And then it like closes really quick, but I didn't really see like the cool mouth closing. You just see like you're already inside and it closes.
Yeah, it was so underwhelming, and Disney's continuing that trend of trying to turn their catchy kind of funny, lighthearted original songs into these like epic orchestral arrangements that are, I mean, you can hear the same melody, but the way it's presented is like, this isn't how the song is.
No.
Like, this isn't the feel of this. Why don't you just make a different music?
Yeah. And then the scene inside the Cave of Wonders is like, oh, there's the lamp. And then you see Aladdin reaching for the lamp, and then it's done. You don't even hear like an off the screen genie talk or anything.
I feel like everybody was expecting, like, if of all the things to tease the movie with,
right,
use the genie, like,
exactly.
Especially it's Will Smith. People are originally, they're like, oh, you can't replace Robin Williams, but I feel like people have kind of come around. You know, Will Smith is charismatic enough, and people are excited to see what they have with that. But no, we don't get anything.
Right. I think they could have had a genie laugh. They could have had "Your wish is my command" or some line,
anything
that would tease it and be the thing that carries you through.
But no, we just get a really, really dark, incredibly bluish shot of Aladdin grabbing the lamp, but it doesn't hold long enough for you to really even see what the star of the movie looks like. It's I don't know. And he's wearing a shirt under his vest. That's not what Aladdin's all about.
I know. That was kind of weird. It's like, is that Aladdin? Yes, that is Aladdin.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, of course, I'm not going to judge the movie based on this. I just think it was a really lazy, slapped together teaser.
Yeah.
Because, Guy Ritchie's directing it, and it seems right up his alley. I'm sure he'll do great, but of all the ways to execute people's first impression of this movie, this just kind of botched it.
I totally could have waited till Thanksgiving with Wreck-It Ralph to debut a more realized Aladdin.
That's kind of what I was
trailer.
Expecting them to do, but I don't know. I guess they just wanted to get this one out.
Get it out, get some reaction,
some
maybe retry their efforts.
Mixed reactions.
And the poster was, kind of interesting. The lamp looks fantastic. I love the detail on it, but it looks like the teaser poster they've done for every other live action.
Yeah, basically it's like a very minimalist kind of monochromatic background. Aladdin's is purple, I think. Yeah. Cinderella's background is blue, and then they just have an iconic prop from the movie front and center. So this one was the lamp. Cinderella had the glass shoe. Beauty and the Beast had the rose.
In the glass case.
In the glass case. I think the teaser poster was a better poster than the trailer was a trailer.
I thought that the Beauty and the Beast teaser trailer was really good because when you first get it, you get the music, which was always kind of orchestral, so that worked.
Yeah, that definitely worked.
And then you get her saying hello, and then you get like glimpses of them, and then you get her face at the end. And even if it's kind of covered because you see it through the rose glass, her looking at it, I just thought that really teased it, and I felt like that did a really good job. This one,
you get like a little bit of all the key parts in that one. This one, you get a lot of sand, Iago from a distance and from behind, and then a too quick shot of Aladdin.
Isn't that sad? I had to ask my husband. I'm like, what's the parrot's name? I can't remember the parrot's name.
Yeah, I didn't remember until you told me. I just always call him Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah. Out of all the characters, I can see why they went with that one because I knew that it was part of the story, but I was like, I don't remember his name.
Is he returning to voice Iago in this one?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It was just Aladdin wasn't on my radar.
Yeah.
So now I've got to go do all the research on it.
Yeah.
Really, what's been on my radar is Mulan. Like, I just want Mulan so bad.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that got delayed. Cause I was still under the impression it was coming out next November, and so that's going to be like 3 live-action Disney movies in a year, but
I think
it's actually March of 2020.
Yeah.
Because Lion King is next year.
They keep pushing Mulan back, and that's the one I want the most.
I feel like that's the one most people want. I mean, I'm sure Lion King obviously is really popular, but Mulan, a live-action Mulan would be awesome.
With Chinese actors set in China.
Well, you get like just a real, I mean, even the animated version, those battles were epic.
Yep, and they had like that sweeping over the head battle view, and it was big for its time.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why it holds up so well.
So yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay, Aladdin will come out, but I'm still checking my watch.
Right.
I want that Mulan.
Mulan, that's my second favorite after Beauty and the Beast, and I just want that one so bad.
Well, hopefully it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Aladdin, we'll see.
I think I do like the casting of Aladdin though.
Yeah, I do. I do too.
The brief glimpse I've got of the guy that plays Aladdin really looks like Aladdin.
Yeah, no, I mean, he fits. Again, I mean, even though he's wearing a shirt, Aladdin is just vest.
I
but
just don't want
whatever.
a nipple slip in this day and age. Even though it's hot in the desert.
They CGI removed a mustache. They can remove his nipples.
Right. A brief nipple slip. All right. Well, this weekend, I already saw Goosebumps. So
But on that, we have First Man and Bad Times at the El Royale.
Which I keep wanting to call Battle Royale.
Now that when you told me that, I that's what I think, or when I see it. Like, I see the words, but they say Battle Royale. Right. I'm like, wait, no, this isn't right.
She's tricked me.
She's turning me like dyslexic or something.
No, it's terrible. It's the video game part of me coming out.
But yeah, no, First Man is getting great reviews. I guess I didn't really need to doubt it. Damian Chazelle's pretty much 3 for 3 right now. I don't think it'll be big enough to take down Venom or A Star Is Born, though.
And last night when I wanted to go see an early show, I actually did want to see First Man more, but it's just long. It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah,
like
that and El Royale are both like right around 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was
a little under maybe.
Too long for me. I'm like, I gotta back that down.
I'm not as young as I used to be.
I'm not.
No, I'll be seeing them both this weekend. I'm super excited. El Royale, that one's a little more difficult for me to gauge because people are excited, but it's sort of like a Blade Runner kind of excitement where it has Drew Goddard has his dedicated fan base, but I think either the studio or people are kind of overestimating the turnout.
I think so. I think it's either going to be too upscale or just too weird for general audience.
Yeah, I mean,
too dark maybe.
Yeah, I mean, his last movie, Cabin in the Woods, was also a really divisive movie because the people who like it and the people who got it and liked it really, really liked it. But a lot of people just either didn't really want to bother trying to see what he was getting at or just didn't care. So I think he's definitely kind of a niche director at this point. He has tons of writing credits, which is where I feel like he's built his fan base. He's written for Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel and Daredevil and things like that. But I don't know. I want it to do good. The cast is amazing. It's super stacked. But I think it's just kind of going to have that, it's going to suffer that fate where, the movie is probably great or really good, but people just either didn't hear about it or, didn't turn out for it.
Right. No, that definitely, and it's not getting the early buzz that I think people were hoping for given the cast.
I mean, the reviews are mostly positive, but they're not through the roof by any means, and I think that's just kind of a symptom of him being just kind of a naturally divisive filmmaker.
It's not overly exciting. So I think, I think Venom stands a really good chance of holding the number 1 spot.
Yeah, I mean, I kept thinking that A Star Is Born was going to have the legs to overtake Venom, and that might still happen, but Venom is doing really, really good.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to drop off 60%.
It's having the opposite reaction that I thought it was, and I'm totally in the, like we talked about in the last episode, I think there's a lot to enjoy in it, and I think people are realizing that the critics were wrong.
Do you know that Eminem song at the end, the Venom song? I have that stuck in my head.
I know. I stayed
Venom.
until that song was over.
Yeah, me too.
They're not gonna know what hit them. I was like, it's really, really cheesy. Eminem trying because he's playing it so straight faced and so sincere. Like, yeah, I'm a badass, but he's he's rapping about the movie we just saw, which is the most like, I don't know, goofy, weird thing.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I guess it just fits perfectly with the absurdity that is Venom.
I think, but I think Eminem has that style, remember his early music videos and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
So he totally fits that Venom's character. It's crazy. But
I think Venom's turning out, right now, people are starting to realize that a lot of the critics or people that didn't like it were laughing at the movie, and the people who are liking it are like laughing with the movie. That's kind of what I've realized, and after mulling it over and writing out my thoughts on it, and I think that's the reputation it's going to stay with. So I think that's a big reason why it's doing so good.
Yeah, I think it's going to hold up pretty well this weekend. I don't think First Man's audience is just an older, more upscale audience, and that's not Venom's audience, so that's not gonna take it. I think Stars Born will hold up really well.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody who saw it was telling their friends,
right.
How sad but how beautiful and great the music was, and word of mouth on that is spreading like we all knew it would.
Yep, so that one will probably hold up, but I don't think it'll overtake anything. And then Goosebumps will do pretty good. I think I can see Goosebumps opening to 3 and First Man 4 and maybe I want to say Battle Royale.
I know.
I almost did it.
I was like, oh, she's going to do it.
Bad times at the El Royale doing maybe 5 or below.
Yeah, I'm thinking 5, maybe 6. Maybe 6. More like 6, maybe 5.
Yeah.
I would say. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm excited to see them both. And I guess we'll have our full thoughts.
I wish we knew who we could prod at Disney to get Mulan out faster.
Yeah. It's like, come on, just nobody was excited about that Aladdin teaser. Just switch them.
Right. Like, obviously you need to work on this a little bit more. So let's bring in the Mulan.
What were you guys thinking? Come on.
Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the films this weekend. And hopefully the weather's decent, and hopefully the people affected by the hurricane are doing okay. I know that's really disrupted, transportation and stuff. So a lot of hard drives and things aren't getting delivered down in the south, and hopefully a lot of theaters aren't closing or having their services disrupted.
Really not good.
No, but our hearts are with them, and we hope that everything turns out to be okay down there. And we hope everybody has a good weekend. It was short and sweet today.
Short and sweet.
All right.
Okay, take care, guys.